Good evening, everybody. Welcome to your Ruben Amorim press conference reaction. In today's video, we are going to be reacting to Ruben Amorim's press conference for the Manchester City game. Big up to every single one of you who's live and locked in this evening already. Much appreciated. Sorry for the slight delay. I got a bit carried away talking to my other mates, so that's why I'm a bit behind. Apologies for that. See, accountability is the best ability, people. I hold myself accountable for that at the end of the day. That I'm a bit late starting because I was talking to my other mates. So apologies for that, ladies and gentlemen. But big up to every single one of you who's live and locked in this evening. Much appreciated. As I need to update the description, don't I? Going well here, innit, lads? I haven't updated the fucking description yet from what? Earlier on. Fuck's sake. Right, here we go. My football channel at Mr. Joshy J football channel. My F1 channel at Mr. Joshy J F1 channel. Here we go. Also add in my Rumble channel. Here we go. Where is it? There it is. And one more. There we go. Perfect. Just make sure that's saved. Yep. Perfect. We're on, lads. Right. So, yep. Big up to every single one of you live logs in this evening. Much appreciated. But yeah, we're here for Ruben Amorim press conference. Now, he's been talking about the Manchester derby, so we're going to have a listen to what he said. Man City will put 6 past you guys again. Man United are back, as Bella said. I wouldn't fucking listen to her, mate. She's too busy, like, probably on a certain website. I bet there will be some damning ratings too, right, Hayden Cox? There will be, 100%, mate. I'll be getting onto that a bit later. Good evening, Mr. Big up to you, mate. But yeah, here we go. Let's listen to Ruben Amorim press conference. Now, again, I'm not going to show the video footage because like the Matrix is real, people. So I'm just going to have on in the background. Right, here we go. Here it is. I'm going to hit the video now.
Obviously, Manchester City are in quite a strange run of form at the moment. Is this? Do you think this is a good time to be playing them? I never think.
Cheers, Hayden Cox. Appreciate that one, mate.
About these things. We will face a great opponent, and I'm more focused in our problems. So we have a lot of issues here. So I'm more focused on what we should do.
I still say in the moment we have a lot more issues than what Manchester City have. I mean, let's get the narrative right here, people, yeah? Manchester United are in such a mess at the moment.
On Sunday to win the game, so I'm really focused on my team. Cal. Good evening, Mr. Amorim. Yesterday you said Pilsen is
not quite yet, mate.
A team that can run, and with multiple times you keep talking about the need to run.
How did you improve this at a time where you haven't got much training time? How did you get this Manchester United team to run in the way you want?
Transitions. Tell them to run and tell them which kind of position they must have when the ball is in our box. So try to make some targets during training, during games. Try to push them to press, and if they don't have time to train, they can play 3 in 3 days, so they can cope with that, improve in that. So it's put some small targets.
Now, of course, as professional football players, you should be able to handle the congested schedule. I mean, let's get the narrative right here, people, yeah? It's like all these fans yesterday blaming the weather and this and that. Get the fuck out of here, man. Seriously.
Like some marks on the pitch telling when the ball is near our box, everybody should be near the box, and that's it. I think is the only way to do it.
Team is reaching those targets.
I think they are improving, and if you see the transitions, you see that I think we are improving on the speed. Sometimes we cannot do it still, but
we're not allowed to talk about girls.
I can feel it in
Samuel. Before you became United coach, you were linked with possibly becoming Pep's replacement at Manchester City. I know you've got a close relationship with Hugo Viana. Did you ever have a conversation about the prospect of going to City at any point?
Never had, and this was my only option. When Manchester United talked to me, I have no doubts, because I had already something in my mind.
The cheek of that journalist, seriously, asking Ruben Amorim, did he ever have any interest in managing Manchester City when he's currently managing Manchester United? Get the fuck out of here, man. What are we doing here? Seriously.
It could be a possibility. And with Manchester City or Hugo Viana, nothing about that. It is against Benfica. Yes, very good. Yeah. Problems for me. That's very good.
How much are you looking forward to your first Manchester derby?
I'm really focused on the details. I just want to improve the team, so I cannot leave it like a normal derby, like it should be, like two great teams fighting for the title, and it's not that in this moment. So it's just one more game with a very good opponent.
Yeah, we're nowhere near title contention yet. I mean, even before we can start thinking about that, I mean, we're down in fucking 13th place in the Premier League. I mean, what is going on here, man? 13th place. That is an absolute disgrace, you know. This is not the Manchester United I've known, what I've been supporting for 25 years. Nowhere near it.
Teams are struggling in the moment, so I hope in the...
Yes, both teams are struggling, but I have to say we're still struggling more than Man City. Despite Man City being on a bit of a slump at the moment, we're still in the shitter, really. Let's get it right.
Future, feel that true feeling of a derby. So, but I know that is really important for our fans. But my goal now...
Yeah, I know, Michael. Why would they like anyone else when they got Pep Guardiola?
Always to improve the team, win games, and they will try to win this game.
Hi, Ruben. It was a difficult day for Andre at the weekend. He's obviously been involved in the goal again tonight. Have you got any concerns about his form heading into such a big game on Sunday?
Yeah, we have to take it like it is. He had already in the past situation like that, so we have to work on this. If you see at the play, we are trying to build up a lot with the goalkeeper, making the balls with Matt a lot of times. And this time we have a disconnect a little bit during the play, and when we try this, we suffer a goal, a difficult goal for us in the end of the second half. But we managed today, not like against Nottingham. We managed to help Onana like he did in the past for us.
Help him? No, hold him accountable, yeah? Absolutely hold him accountable. Because that was a disgrace what he did in the last 2 games. Honestly, I cannot defend it in any shape or form whatsoever.
Hey Ruben, you mentioned there that both teams are having a difficult time right now. You obviously played Man City and Pep not long ago, I think about 7 games ago, with Sporting, a 4-1 win for you. Do you feel that on Sunday you will face a different kind of weaker Man City team, a team in a different moment maybe?
No. Not, the great teams can respond at any moment, and I think they are in a better place than us in the type of understanding the game.
You see, literally, when we play Manchester Derby, usually I'm fearing the worst. But at the moment, I just don't know what's going to happen because, we're underperforming and so are Manchester City as well. But if we allow them the space, they can easily turn it on and be back to the Man City what we all know. So, yeah, we can't take this game lightly. We got to approach it the best we can and try and get all 3 points. Because I want to win the derby by my elite high standards. I will not accept mediocrity, okay? I want us to get all 3 points in the Manchester derby. Let's get it right.
They play, the confidence they have, even in this kind of moments, we have a lot to focus on our team. So our focus is totally, of course, we'll have a strategy, try to win the game with a strategy like it should be, but we are focused just on our team.
Yes, I mean, you had the last one.
Another boring team news question. So I was just wondering how the squad's looking for Sunday. Any knocks tonight, and will Johnny be involved?
I don't think so. It was 5 minutes ago, so I have to I have to see it. But no, just some players were tired in the end. You could see it. Also because of the transitions in the end, it was a crazy game in the end of the, today. But I think everyone is going to be fit and ready to win the game. There is another?
No, that's
it. Wow. Okay. And answered some very, very interesting things there, didn't he? Onana is world class. What a wonderful pass he made yesterday, which led to the Pizan goal. I mean, it was horrific, honestly. It was shambolic. Let's get the narrative right here, people. Let's absolutely get it right here. But big up to every single one of you lying and locks in this evening. Much appreciated. Right, that's Ruben Amorim's press conference. Let's have a quick listen to Pep Guardiola's. Here we go. Oh gosh, his is a lot longer. 16 minutes. Wow. But why was you so brutal in your match reaction yesterday when you won the game? Because it just shows Hayden Cox, I have elite high standards. Yep. So let's have a quick listen to what Pep's got to say in his.
Good afternoon, guys. What you all saying? Process ever. Just please bear in mind that it's a Sunday embargo, so the open section is busier. Try and get to as many of you as we can. Start the please.
And I hate PR. Let's hear from the legends, Pep.
Hi, Pep. Can I start the press conference by talking to you about Kyle Walker? He's said this week that he wants the authorities and social media companies to do more after being racially abused on Instagram.
I mean, that's a disgrace. Players who get racially abused, and that is absolutely disgraceful on the highest level. More needs to be done about it.
I'm obviously guessing that you are in full support of Kyle, but what are you doing as a manager, and what are the club doing to support him?
Of course, it's unacceptable, but not because he's a Kyle.
It is unacceptable. I agree with you, 100%.
For every human being, unfortunately, today in the real world, happen many times. Of course, it's not necessary to say the support that he has for entire club, for of course for our staff, for all the people there. But it's not because it's Kyle. Fortunately, it's happening in every department of our society. It's completely unacceptable, and we are full support to him.
How is he?
I didn't speak.
Okay. Can I ask you about the match then? With everything that's gone on the last few weeks, does it help the club that it's a derby, with the atmosphere, with the emotion, and this match on Sunday? Does it help you move on from your problems? The fact that it is such a big occasion.
It's a football game. The same points, of course, emotionally for our fans, for all of us that we will stay a long time here. It's a bit special, but at the end, always I said, in this type of situations, and I would say in this type of games, as less emotional you are, you will be better.
Thank you.
Before the Juventus game, you spoke to Luca Toni, and you spoke about a lot of human elements of your job, about your state of mind, about how nervous you're feeling, about the fact that you don't sleep well, that you don't eat well. I think a lot of people might be shocked or surprised to hear you talk about things like that. Is that the reality of being a football manager, or is that the reality of the situation that your team is in at the moment?
I think in our jobs, always we will do our best and works the best as possible. If it doesn't happen, you are more uncomfortable than when the situation is going well. Not just the managers and all, especially the people like is, being scrutiny for every step that we do as a team. Always it happen, but I'm fine. So of course, when have more thoughts is about what happened, what can you do, and what I feel right now is like I feel the last 3 weeks, 1 month, and every press conference when I see what is the situation. Nothing changed, absolutely. I'm really pleased for the way we played, and I have a certain moral authority what happened in my career as a football player and manager, the titles we won, that I know perfectly when we're playing good or not good. We have to shoot more, yeah. In the final third, we have to defend better, yeah. We have to avoid mistakes, yeah, in both sides, yeah. But
I mean, I've never known Manchester City's defence to be like this under this ownership. It's like they just need a rebuild, really. I mean, they're missing Rodri. Kyle Walker doesn't have the pace anymore. John Stones is out injured. So, yeah, they just need a complete rebuild, man, I think. Yes, I agree. That's a Ronlinson geezer. But you sound like a pirate when you say PR. Not quite. It's my Somerset accent, West Country accent.
the game is there. Except Liverpool game, a Bournemouth game, the rest of the games we were there. We are not consistent for 90 minutes. We're not consistent in teams. Like, the reason why. Well, I know the reason why. And that's why is move forward. Keep walking. So this is what they have to do.
Does that make it easier for you when you go to bed at night to go to sleep thinking you're doing everything you can? And like, even I know when you win, you still want more, you can still demand more. It's not necessarily about winning and losing, but being at peace with yourself almost, that you're doing the best you can.
Do you your best when you write the article that in this press conference? Yeah, I'm pretty sure of that. I don't know how many people read to you what you write. I don't know, but you want to do your best. I want to do my best. And when I'm doing my best in the good moments, we're happier. But when I write the next game, I'm concerned the same right now. What I have to.
I mean, of course you want to do your best. That's why you've been so successful. That's why you've won all these trophies. So, yeah, I agree in that answer.
Do what the lineup will be right, will be wrong. I do the same. So there is no human being that make an activity like they want to do it. It doesn't matter.
I agree, Michael. They are.
And all the managers are more concerned with him because they have responsibility for his people, for the players, of course, the supporters support that club more than anyone else. So they want to do well. But sometimes, for the reason why I explained the last month, still we have to keep walking. So the moment, sometimes, in the period you go through in the bad moments, in the bad times. You know that? But the problem, you have to keep walking. But the problem is the bad moments. It's not you. It's the situation, but not you. You are fine. We are fine. But we don't have results, and you have to, of course, do it. But even if it's not going to do good results, you have to keep walking. So that you have to do. It's the only chance.
Hi, Pep. The financial figures obviously were released by the club today. Very healthy again. Record revenue, profits again, second highest I think ever on record. January is approaching. I know the window is a difficult window. But have you had conversations yet? Do you know if you will have money to spend in January?
No. What I want is my players back. The players that we have. I would have desperately compete with the squad that I had at the beginning of the season. I said many times, this is the only regret I have. I don't have the players, these players, no new ones. But in the certain moment, the right moment we will see. But the fact that you have a revenue that I must congratulate to the club and CEO and Khaldun and all the people involved in that, because of course the clubs must be sustainable. That doesn't mean we have big resources, to buy whatever we want, especially today, the transfer market, how expensive they're everything, and what we proved in the last 4 or 5 years, that I'm sorry, we are not the best in that terms.
One of the players you won't have back, although unfortunately, is Rodri. Is that the one position, if the right player becomes available, you might look to enter the market for?
Listen, when I have the 3-4 central defenders, I need the central defenders. When I have Kovacic and Gundo, I don't need a replacement in that position. When I don't have wingers for injured this season, I need wingers. When Erling is away, I have Oscar Bob and Phil Foden to play there. You have the same goals. This is the problem. If you tell me, no, every player will be fine in that position, we need that, we'll go to the transfer market. But I don't know which one, because it depends. If you have the 4 central defenders, I don't need central defenders. But we will have, the only problem is, Rodri, we knew it from the beginning. But the problem, Rodri, of course, we are playing this season without the best player, the Ballon d'Or, and without the best player in England last season. But Phil have played 4 or 5 games, but no more than that, and he's best. So how not just one team?
And no doubt about it, they really missed him because they've not been playing their usual high-pressing football, and defensively they really struggled without Rodri as well. No wonder why he got the Ballon d'Or, because he's an absolute baller, he is.
They play with a central defender, with a Ballon d'Or, and the best player in the Premier League during all the season. Of course it's difficult. Chicago Bulls won 6 NBA with Michael Jordan, right? So since then, Michael Jordan retired, how many?
See, I like that reference he just used. Like, Chicago Bulls, have been struggling without Michael Jordan. So it's like the equivalent to taking Rodri out of the team. You just don't have that same balance anymore. So, yeah, I agree with Pep Guardiola on that one. I really do.
So we have the problem that we had. In the moment we come back, we will be strong again. We will be a good team. At the same time, of course, we have to try to play that the way we played, especially in Turin, or especially in Nottingham Forest, and improve with the players that we have, that still we have a really, really good team. Not that squad, but the 11 in Turin was really, really good. To try to win games. But the reality, was the double holding midfielder the last game against Turin. You went to the Turin. Jack Grealish was one of them. So, and we play more decent, and Jack play again really good. But with that, we have to move forward. And I said, third time, we have to keep walking. So sooner or later, we're going to get back.
But can I just check the injury that Manu Akanji has got? What actually is it? Is it a muscle problem or a knock?
No, having discomfort in the area for the pelvis, for the abductor, and it doesn't feel good. And
everything is in place because Man said he had 8 standards. Facts.
Him and Nathan were not even the half in his best, and help us to play there. And at the end, he can play the time. He can play 45 minutes, 15 after I had to step back and said I have to recover. Otherwise, I cannot be, and And Manu is a strong player and he's so reliable, but in that moment cannot be that.
So it sounds like you have only got three defenders for Sunday. Are you going to have to do something special with sort of positional? Because obviously there's no Rico either.
I don't know. I don't know what I have to do. I need players, so I have three, and we'll see what happens.
Now, I like how smart he's playing that. Instead of giving anything away to the journalist, he's just saying, I don't know, clever that. Very clever. I like that smart strategy. Don't give anything away to journalists.
Today and tomorrow, and the players we'll have, and yeah, we'll think about it. Maybe some winger has to play as a fullback, or Mateus maybe can play as a fullback, or maybe play with five in the back when wingbacks are wingers. So I don't know. I'm thinking a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. We are thinking what to do for the situation that you have just three central defenders. So, but the soul and the spirit of this team is there. So we are sad. I'm sad for the players because the way they run and they fight with the circumstances they have. So Bernardo, a lot of minutes play. Gundo playing a position, can play sometimes, but he's playing alone there in that position, game by game. And at the end, arrive in the final third 3 or 4 times to arrive. Rico, our more consistent player of the season, for the decision for the referee, cannot play there. Of course, but I know our fans, maybe they are sad. I understand completely because we are used to, maybe we lose 7 games, 8 games in one season on 2 seasons, and now we play with 1 month, a month and a half. So it's normally they are sad, but they know that this group of players have made an era and 8, 9, 10 years that no one has done, and the numbers, the records, and no negative ones, but the positive ones they have done, this group of players, only I encourage them to support them until the end because they deserve it. So it's unbelievable what they have done. They do in the circumstances that we have to compete in this calendar. Then the season, there are more games than ever in terms of the Champions League and whatever, have more injured than ever. And it made me reflect that today, maybe in this calendar, you need a squad for 25, 30 players. It will be more difficult financially for the club. But today, we're going to play the World Cup in summer, 3 weeks, start again the Premier League. And maybe we'll have to, to have more depth squad, because when the people say, what is the problem? The problem is the schedule. It's not the training, it's not the physios, it's not the doctors, it's not the players, it's not how they food, it's not how they rest. It's just one problem. It's the schedule. And the schedule, sooner or later, they will happen for all the clubs. Look, Madrid, for example, they can have clubs that have many injuries. So
all football clubs are in the same boat, really. It's like, yes, they got a lot of matches to play, but you got the squad depth for that. You can rotate, can't you? So that should not be used as an excuse on these matches.
And this is the truth. So without players, everything is more difficult, because when we won, it was thinking. When we won the travel, the 4 domestics, we have 1, 2, 3 inches muscular sometimes. It was so stable. That's why we could compete. And now we cannot. We can survive, like I said. It's time to survive, stay there, be closer than ever. And sooner or later, the players come back and we qualify for the Champions League. Will not be easy, but we'll qualify and we can be there. I don't know in January, February what's going to happen. Our team always will respond well, so we'll see.
Do one each, guys, try and get through a few of you for the embargo. Simon?
Pep, you talked about Manu and Nathan playing at Bournemouth when they weren't fully fit. Have you got players in the team at the minute who are playing despite not being anywhere close to 100%?
No. I would say, yeah, always progress. Kevin is coming back. Last game was better than the previous ones, I would say. So, but I've been 2 months injured as well. Kevin 5 last season. So step by step. It is in modern football. Erling played all the minutes. So therefore, has done Erling is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Without him, I don't know who we would be. But all of them. So honestly, it's so emotional from my point of view when I see them. before and during the recovery time, the time to spend to be fit in this period. So it's remarkable, and I'm there with them, and I told them and I tell them, you are good guys, you play good. So of course we're gonna get results. I know that the difficult is the situation, and in this world you have to accept it. When you don't win, hit this business, you have to win. It's fine. You don't win, it's not good, but I have to analyze a little bit more than just the results. And with these players, I want to be here. So I don't wanna. I want to stand close to them, and not behind, not in front, not beside them, and yeah, this is what I want to do.
Hi, Pep. Just on players coming back from injury, obviously Kevin's now started 3 games in a row. You were a bit wary of putting him in initially. How has he coped with 3 matches in a row?
You have to do. I said before, they pass the table massage to the play games in the high competition. Normal table massage, you have 3 days trainings in 1 week, and after start to, now they have to. Why isn't Nathan injured again? Why? They play 90 minutes and 90 minutes. 3 days later, after being the table massage, 1 month and a half. Training 1 day and a half. And recovery training sessions, 90 minutes and 90 minutes. If I have John and I have Manu, they can play 90 minutes. They don't play 90 minutes. And when the people say, why the substitution against Feyenoord 75 minutes? It was 3-0 and I had to take care of him. But history is like that. And in that moment, they feel it's like 1 month later, injured, with the amount of games, and we suffer it. And this is the truth. So, excuse, yeah. Yeah, excuse.
Someone for the embargo, please, Richard.
Hi, Pep. You faced Ruben Amorim a few weeks ago with Sporting. Just wondering, are there any lessons that you can take from that game? And do you see his influence rubbing off at United?
Yeah, he's already there. All the patterns, I start to do it.
What a stupid question. As if he's going to answer that one. Why think it's a Ruben Amorim at United? So that's a perfect response. Say, yep, he's already there. That's all you gotta say. Just to keep these journalists off your back and that. Dear me. These journalists are an absolute disgrace, man.
How good the movements, everyone do it, and the runners and the pace and yeah. He will do a good job here in United. I'm pretty sure of that. He would do it.
Do you think that game with Sporting will have any bearing on this game?
Yeah, in 2 seasons ago when we won 0-5 as well. Always we have a good lessons too. Maybe they lesson better than because they beat us for 1. I would like to play the game like we play in Lisbon tomorrow, the Sunday. Believe me. I would like to, the way we played in Lisboa, I would like to play on Sunday. I don't know if we'll be able to do it because for many reasons, but yeah, we'll see.
See, perfect. That's the perfect response to the media. Don't give anything away. Just be precise with your answers. I actually agreed with a lot he said on there. I really did. The one bit what I slightly didn't quite agree with was when he was speaking about the fixture congestion and that, because like all teams are in the same situation, but he did answer the questions very well. So yeah, absolutely amazing. Right, we are going to get on to player ratings now for yesterday's game. Pep landing him in roles. Yes, he is, Michael. 100%, mate. Right, so FC Victoria Pills and get out here, man. Typed in the wrong thing. See Victoria Pilsen versus Manchester United. Starting 11. Here we go. No, I'm not interested in predicted lineup. I want the fucking full lineup. There we go. Right, here we go. So, yep. There it is. Now, if you're new to these player rating videos, in your dreams, Michael, what I do is I get the starting 11 a rating, the substitutes a rating, Ruben Amorim a rating for his team selection, and the team a rating for their performances during the whole game. Now, if you like my ratings, great. If not, then I'm not bothered one bit because I am back for the next game against Manchester City. So, right, let's start off with Andre Onana. Andre Onana, oh my goodness me, where do I start with this player? 0, absolutely 0. I mean, oh my goodness me, what on earth was that, Andre Onana? That poor kick out you did, and you clattered into Casemiro as well. I mean, what are we doing here? Seriously. That was so clumsy of you. You really could have injured Casemiro, and that error you made, shocking, disgraceful, 0. You better sort yourself out, yeah? Let's get the narrative right here. I want you to get back to this season's settings. Get out of last season's settings immediately. It's as simple as that. Of course you're going to get a 10, mate, aren't you? You're going to get a 10. Let's get the narrative right here. But me, 0 for me, I'm afraid, mate. On to Mascherari. Mascherari, I'm going to give him a solid 6. I thought he did okay. I thought he defended quite well at times. So, yeah, I'll give Mascherari a solid 6. Diego Dalot, I'm going to give him a 5. I don't think he had the best game at all. I thought, excuse me, he looks a bit off it, to be honest. And what I'm seeing at the moment, Diego Dalot is not quite the same player as what he was last season. You know, I think he is struggling a little bit. He looks a bit unsettled, but hopefully he can start playing better soon. So 5, I give him. Delict, I'm going to give Delict a 6. Yes, I give Delict a 6. I thought he had an okay game. I thought he put in the work rate. So, yeah, not much to add, really. So, yeah, I'll give him a 6. Lissandro Martinez, I'll give the Butcher a 6 as well. I thought he did okay. Didn't have the best games, but definitely didn't have the worst game ever. So 6 at Lissandro Martinez. Casemiro, I'm going to give him a standard 6, really. Again, nothing really special, but wasn't too bad either. So, and obviously he got clattered by Andre Onana. I mean, oh my goodness sake, what on earth were you doing there, Andre Onana? Seriously. Tyrell Malacia, I'll give him a solid 6 as well. I thought he did okay. You know, defended quite well. He's definitely putting in the work rate, but obviously he's not back to full fitness yet. It's going to take a while for him to get back to full fitness. He was out of action for so long. So, yeah, I'll give him a standard 6. Ahmad Diallo, I'm going to give him a 7. I thought he had an absolute outstanding game. Probably my contender for man of match. You know, I thought he put in the work rate and, yeah, movement fantastic. You know, gave like Rasmus Hoyland some help as well. Yeah, he's doing a solid job. So, yeah, I'll give him a 7. The captain, number 8. I'm going to give number 8, Bruno Fernandes, a 6. I thought he did okay. He played a big part, I think, setting up one of the goals. So, look, with Bruno Fernandes, yes, he does have a go referees, which I do tear him a new asshole for, because to me, it's not sustainable. But yeah, he still did a solid job, so I'll give him a 6. Joshua Szursky. Oh, wow. Where do I start with this player? The first time he touched the ball with that, he literally did that good footwork, going around some players and that, and was kind of unlucky not to score. But he wasn't really involved in the game too much at all. So Joshua Szursky, fine for you, mate. Yeah. I mean, not the best of performance at all by Joshua Szursky. Very quiet, very bad average. So yeah, fine, I'll give him. That's the starting 11 done. Let's get on to the substitutes. Rasmus Højlund. Well, it's got to be a 7, hasn't it? He scored 2 goals, did a really solid job. So yeah, I'll give Højlund a 7. Mason Mount. Look, I'm not Mason Mount's biggest fan, but he did play a big part in the goal what we scored in the second half. His energy levels look good and that, so I'm actually going to give, you might want to clip this, people, Mason Mount a 7. I thought he did a good job yesterday. He had a decent game. And any remaining subs, I'll just give a 6, to be honest. But, yeah. Let's get on to Ruben Amorim for the team selection. Ruben Amorim for the team selection, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. I thought he did okay. I thought he set up quite well. So, yeah, 7 out of 10 for the team selection. The team's performance. Now, in the first half, I thought we were absolutely abysmal. Kept getting away loose passes and that. Second half was slightly better. So, to take that into account and consideration, I'll probably give the team for their performance a 5 out of 10. Like I say, you like these ratings, great. If not, then I'm not bothered one bit, because I'm back with the Manchester City game anyway, with a preview tomorrow. And then Sunday match reaction, Sunday emergency meeting, Monday player ratings. But yeah, like I said, I'll be back tomorrow with my preview. Thank you all so much for watching. Good night, everyone.